Hi, this is Gloria J. York, Master Tarot Reader for over 25 years, spiritual channeler since birth, and best-selling author of the #1 bestseller, Medical Manslaughter. Will your doctor cause your death? Please read it. I believe it will save your life. It's a true story. And welcome to the month of June. Yes, we're headed right into June, and it's under the sign of Gemini, Gemini the twins. There's a lot happening in June. For some people, it's going to be their birthday. For some people, it's Father's Day. And for all of us, on the 20th, there is the summer solstice starting. Now, Mercury is going to be in retrograde this month and moving all the way into the middle of July. And there's plenty of happening with Mars and Uranus and Saturn, all these major strong planets, and they're going to play a role on how we feel. So the main word that seems to be coming through for all the signs, because of especially the planets that I just mentioned, is the word change. And of course, many of us are going through change now as our states open up and release a lot of this shutdown, which none of us like because we were not born in a socialist type of country. And to be told where to go, when to go, what to wear, it didn't sit right with a lot of us. And many people are suffering from it. There's a lot of people suffering from depression because they lost their job, they lost their business. Yes, these have been very hard times for a lot of people. So depression has set in. There's been many killings, suicides, increase in alcohol taking, increase in drugs, spouse abuse, child abuse. So you see, it's been a rough time. And so to hear the word change is beautiful because we need to get back to our life, get back to living instead of existing. Get outside. Stop staying inside. It's not good for you. Get outside. Get some fresh air. Get sunshine. Merge with nature. Listen to the birds. Smell the flowers. It's important because all that builds your immune system. And when your immune system is strong, you can fight any virus, disease, bacteria, whatever. But you got to keep that immune system up. And the immune system needs to be outside, fresh air, sunshine, in addition to naturally good food. Okay, so let's take a look today. We're going to do a general read for the sign of Taurus. Yes, let's take a look and see what Spirit has to say for Taurus, the bull. Okay, your initial card is the Three of Swords. So some of you have had your heart broken recently. Maybe you separated from a loved one. Maybe being around a loved one for a longer period of time has caused a lot of you to see that they aren't the person they used to be, that you've grown apart, and that it's best if you separate. And so there are going to be quite a few divorces because of what we just went through. That's a known fact. But on the other hand, this could be just someone that you're dating and you just have realized that it's not the perfect one. And it's good that you realize that now in the early stages. And then take action to pull yourself together and to give yourself a happy life, because you deserve a happy life, Taurus. You're a hard-working person. You work hard, you're dedicated, you're a good provider, you're loving, you like nice things, and you should, because you work for it. And so, if someone has broken your heart, and they have, then it's good to move forward so that it mends. And someone better will be coming along, I'm sure. Now, The card that influences your initial card happens to be the moon. Well, the moon is a sign of secrets. You're keeping a secret from somebody, or they're keeping a secret from you. Maybe you realize that this isn't going to go anywhere, and you haven't said anything to anyone because you just want to handle it, or maybe you're still thinking things will turn around. But you know better. You know. And if someone's keeping secrets from you, eventually, hopefully, they will have to tell you what they're thinking, what they're planning. So you have a very emotional period going here too. In addition to secrets, the moon always represents emotions. So you'll be crying one day and laughing and happy the next, or 1 minute up, next minute down. There's a lot involved here in these two cards, and they both are geared straight towards the emotions. Now, as we continue to look in this immediate future, and we have to look and see not future, but in the immediate instance that we're in, this period right now, we have the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is someone that is watching you. Someone that might even be envious of you, jealous of you. Someone might even be stalking you. This person that's watching you is up to no good. So you have to watch your purse, watch your belongings, watch whenever you're walking to the parking lot. Look around. Make sure there's nobody following you. And I'm not trying to frighten you. I just want you to know that there are people or somebody who really is envious of you and would like to have what you have. And so make sure your doors are locked at all times at your home, and keep your eyes and ears open. And so it's good that these cards reveal certain things to us so that we are warned ahead of time, because it's so easy for us to get lackadaisical. So easy for us to have our purse in the shopping cart as we're looking into the meat case. Someone could come along and grab it and run. So make sure that your belongings are close to you. Hold on to your keys. Just use that as just a little heads up. As we continue, we look to the aspects of the distant past, which meant a year, 2, 3, 4 years ago, how things were. Well, as you could see, you have here the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune, things were going fine. They were great. You have a good job, you have money, everyone in the family is healthy, and you're moving along, and you're progressing, and you're moving up the ladder. And don't worry, those days will be back. They'll be back very soon. Spirit keeps saying, just constantly says, we're like 95% through this COVID thing. And soon it'll just be a memory. And we have to look at it that way, because every year we fight the flu. Every year hundreds of people die from the flu. And so if it isn't the flu, it's a virus, it's a rash, it's something. We've been through it time and time again. And we are built to fight that. We are. So now we take a look at your destiny. And you have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is simply saying, you want to change. You do. You know everything that you have isn't exactly what you want. You know you could do better. You know you could have better. And so secretly in your mind and within yourself, and when you're alone in the car, you talk to yourself, I really wish I had, and you go on and on. And the hangman is saying that. The hangman is saying that you want something different, but you have your foot stuck in the past and the other foot stuck in the present, and yet you want to move to the future. And this past, the foot that's in the past, is the foot that is accepting the way things are going, accepting the life that you have, the routine that you have, the friends, the colleagues, the job that you have. And yet, mentally, you're wishing for so much more. You're wishing for so much more. And you could have it. God has given you, Taurus, all the tools you need to have everything you want. That's why God said, ask, ask, and you shall receive. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be open to you. But the first thing you have to do is ask. And so in your prayers, ask for what you want. Are you looking for a mate? Are you looking for a new job? Are you looking for a whole new career? Say it. Say what you want. And visualize what you want. And God will send that to you. Because that is your destiny. As we move along now from the 6th card to the 10th, we're now moving into the future. What's going to happen in the future? Well, your very first card that sets the tone, 10 of Pentacles. So what are you going to have here? What are you going to have? You're going to have money, so you don't have to worry about finances. You want a family. You want a soulmate. You want a happy home. That's what you're wishing for. It's right here, and Spirit is saying it out loud. That's what you want. And it very, very, very much so can be yours. But you have to let go of the past. Whatever is not presently working, let it go. Let it go, so that you leave room for good and better to come in. You know, if you're with someone and you know that that person is not Miss Right or Mr. Right, no one else is going to find you or look at you if they think that you're tied in with someone else. But if they learn that you aren't, and that you're free, and that you're open to new friendships, then they'll approach you. So just something to think about, Taurus. Okay, as we continue to move on, in the next position, which is what we fear, a fear, and that's the 7 of Rods. And that's simply some arguments, disagreements, changes that are going to be made in the workplace. And there's some battles that you're going to have to overcome. It might be teaching people the right way to do things. It might be organizing. But you've already accomplished some of these changes and some of these tasks, but Spirit is saying that you have some more challenges that are going to come before you. And you can handle it, because Spirit is saying when you have these challenges, you will be successful. So, no worries there. When we look at your family and friends and colleagues, your circle, the card that comes up is the 2 of Rods. And the 2 of Rods is simply saying, you're wondering all the time, when is my ship going to come in? When will it be my turn for happiness? When will I get everything that I want? And Spirit is saying, it's available for you. You just have to extend yourself. Reach out there. Keep meeting people. Keep talking. Keep mingling. Your ship is coming in. Now we get to the point and to the position of all that you are desiring. And we have the Six of Pentacles, which of course is very well related to those Ten of Pentacles we talked to earlier. You see how similar they are? You're desiring children. And again, we were talking about a mate and a happy family and money, and you're very generous. You're very generous. As a matter of fact, you're very loving and generous to your children and grandchildren. You're very good with children, and you have been very generous, and you want to continue to. You want to make sure that any children in your life, that they have what they want. It makes you happy to give them what they want. Not that you're trying to spoil them, but that you just love them so much. You have a big heart, a beautiful heart, Taurus. And the children that are around you love you very much. And they know what you do for them. They do know it. They feel your love. And they always will. Because your love will go on and on throughout your entire life. Whether you're a mother or a grandmother, that love is going to flow from you. As we see the final outcome, we have the King of Pentacles. But your King of Pentacles came out in reverse. And the King of Pentacles is simply kind of a notation, Spirit is saying. You have some things that you want to achieve. You want to continue going up the ladder. And Spirit says, well, then you're going to have to get more experience, or you're going to have to study, get another certificate. You need something educational behind you to make this kind of a dream come into reality. And then, of course, you will be at the top of your field. And you will be making more and more and more money. Also, Spirit is mentioning that there is someone who is successful and knowledgeable. And you like going to that person for advice. You like seeking their counsel. And they love when you do, because they think very highly of you. Now, this could be your father, it could be your father-in-law, it could be a brother, it could be a supervisor, your boss. But there is someone who is mature, successful, and knowledgeable, and you go to that person quite a bit to get their opinion, and you relish it. You do. You listen to what they have to say. You have a lot of respect for that person. Now, you know I always pick another card, and so I picked the Two of Swords has come up for you. And the Two of Swords is first telling you to take off the blindfold, because there are decisions that need to be made, words especially that need to be spoken. And so take off the blindfold and start to see things as they truly exist. It's time to take off the rose-colored glasses, without a doubt, And words need to be spoken. They could be words of love, could be words of anger, could be words of regret, could be words of worry. But there's something that's bothering you, Taurus. Something that's in your heart that you're wondering about, you're worried about, you're concerned about. And there's certain words you need to speak to someone, maybe to clarify where you're at, clarify where you stand. So it's interesting that Spirit chose this card for you as an extra clarification card. And so now, too, what I think I'll do is we'll take a look at the archangels for you. We'll see what the archangels have to tell you, just as something little special, icing on the cake, we'll call it. And you know that the Archangel Michael is the archangel that protects all of us from harm. If you ever get yourself in a pickle, in trouble, call on Archangel Michael for him to protect you. If you get frightened, call on Archangel Michael immediately. He'll protect you. And then there's Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Raphael is the archangel of good health. We pray to Archangel Raphael when we're not feeling good, either emotionally or physically, mentally, either ourselves or for someone we love. And Archangel Raphael heals. And then there's Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel has delivered every important message from Father God to us since the beginning of time. The messages that we hear are coming from Archangel Gabriel. I myself feel very close to her. And angels are male and angels are female. It all depends on how you feel. And don't forget your guardian angel. Ooh, your guardian angel. God gave you a special angel. Said to a particular angel, watch over this child from the moment she or he is born till they come back home. And so you should talk to your guardian angel and thank your guardian angel for always watching over you. Yeah, definitely. And there's thousands of other archangels, they tell me. Some of their names I'm learning. They have their specialties. And I like hearing about the new angels. They're not new. I'm new to them. And a few of their names are in here in this deck. So let's see which archangel has something to say to Taurus for June 2020. And time is fluid. So, you know, some messages, because time is fluid, this might be for June, then again, some of it just might flow right into July. And as you saw, a card jumped out of the deck. That's the card that really wants to talk to you. And who do we have? It's called Gentleness. And this is Archangel Sandalphon. Now, Archangel Sandalphon says to you, Taurus, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So, you must be feeling emotional. Yes, you are. And so, Archangel Sandalphon is playing his mandolin, beautiful, soft music, reminding you to be gentle with yourself. Sometimes we criticize ourselves way too much. We see flaws that people don't even see. But we look in the mirror, we see everything. And Like I said, sometimes we berate ourselves, and we shouldn't do that. But it is human nature. So Archangel Sandalphon is telling you to be gentle with yourself and to surround yourself with gentle, loving people. I hope you've enjoyed this read, Taurus. And if you have, please click on like. And right now, hit that subscribe button, please. And then share this with your friends and colleagues, family. Share it with people you don't even know. Share it on Messenger, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. There's so many different sites. Share it with everybody because there's somebody else out there that has Taurus in their astrological chart. Now, you probably have Taurus in your sun, as your sun. But you have a rising sign, and then there's the moon sign. And so you should look at all those different astrological readings that I do, because you are not just Taurus. You are a combination of other astrological signs that make up all of you. It's true. So if you share this out there, somebody might say, you know, I'm born under the sign of Leo, but you know, Taurus is my moon. I better take a look at that. And that's how people get to know about the channel. If you have any questions or comments, scroll all the way down and leave it. I read them all and I enjoy reading them. If you have a question, I'll answer you, send it back to you. I thank you so much, and I wish you a very blessed June. If you're a father, happy Father's Day. God bless you, all of you, and I look forward to seeing you again next month.